All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. My name is Brendan Lyons from Sessionwire, and welcome to another episode of Sessionwire Live. This episode today is a brief demonstration of Studio One and sending a headphone cue mix to whoever you're collaborating with on the other side of your connection. So if you're just joining, say hello in the comments. Let me know where you're from, what you're working on today. I love seeing people drop in the comments. It's becomes more of a conversation than me just talking head, telling you things. Once again, welcome. If you haven't already yet, head to www.sessionwire.com. Check out our free creator plan by signing up there, and you can do a good chunk of what I'm going to show you today with our free creator plan. Here we go. We're going to jump into Studio One. This is going to be a bit of an adventure for everybody today. I haven't been in Studio One in a long time. If I'm not mistaken, I still remember a bunch of how this works, but we will see. Here we go into Studio One. So I have kind of a basic session set up here. Just some drums that I've previously recorded. You can't hear it while it's playing yet, but we will get to that in a second. So traditionally, using a tool like Sessionwire, most people kind of just want to broadcast the entire mix exactly as they're hearing it to whoever they're collaborating with on the other side of the call. So in order to do that, we just have to insert the Sessionwire Send plugin on our master fader here, on our main fader. And, for those of you who are Studio One power users, there is a listen bus that you can use if you so choose. I tend to not do that. I just use the main fader right here, main channel. I'll go to inserts. It's just off the edge of the screen here. But I'm going to Sessionwire, and I'm inserting the Sessionwire Send plugin. And we'll wait for it to realize that the Sessionwire app is open. There we go. And if I hit play, we're going to see signal show up in our Send plugin and in my HQ audio meter here in the Sessionwire app. So let's check this out. And now you should be able to hear that audio through the live stream. And my collaborator, Dan Smith here, who I'm in a call with in the Sessionwire app, he can hear that audio as well. The trim knob here, for those that don't know, affects the stream going to Dan or whoever you're connected with and not the local audio. So right? So that affects the volume of what the person on the other side of the call is hearing only, not my video. So I'm going to remove this plugin. This is not what this video is about. We're not going to stream the entire mix to the other side of a Sessionwire call. I'm going to be a little bit more selective about what ends up making it across the gap. So a couple ways to do this. I'm going to do it the simplest way. I'm going to create a bus, and I'm going to send all of my tracks through that bus. I'm going to decide what I want to stream to the other person. So here we go. Let's do this. I'm going to highlight my tracks here. They're all highlighted. I'm going to create a bus channel, and I created a bus channel for every one of these tracks by pressing and holding Option, clicking the plus sign, and add bus channel. So now that I have that bus set up, I'm going to insert the Sessionwire Send plugin on this bus right here. There we go, and I can relabel this Sessionwire. Oops, why is this not working? I have something open somewhere else. I don't. Let's see here. It's not behaving. There we go. Sessionwire was in the way, I guess. So, oops. There we go. I have the Sessionwire Send plugin on here. I also, quite often like to change it to Sessionwire Orange just so I can see it at a glance. I do not need it to go to my main output, so I'm going to mute it and drag this fader down. And as long as I have this plugin in here, we should be able to get audio out, if I remember correctly, without having to unmute this. So if I hit play, we're not going to see any signal show up in the Sessionwire Send plugin or in my HQ audio meter in Sessionwire. That's because these sends are all at 0. So let me drag this up. We'll drag this up. Oh, I lied. They're all at Unity. So they all start at Unity in Studio One. Pro Tools, they'll start at -infinity. So let's drag these all down. So they're all now at 0. So we shouldn't get any audio through Sessionwire. Okay, I'm going to slowly drag up my mono overhead send here. Oops, just the mono overhead send. Put that at Unity. So if you can tell, that send is a post-fader send. I want it to be pre-fader. I'll tell you why. In post-fader, any movement that I make here, any change, any setting on this master fader is going to reflect on what's being sent to the Sessionwire Send plugin. So if I have this off, we're not going to get audio from this channel, even though I've set the send to Unity. There we go. Right? That's not what I want. So I'm going to change this from from post-fader to pre-fader by turning pre-fader on. I'm going to do that for all these channels too. So let's highlight all these. We'll turn this on. So they're now all pre-fader, which means that regardless of what this fader is at, this will dictate what is going across the Sessionwire connection. Right? There we go. So now I can kind of create a mix to send across the Sessionwire connection. So I'll throw a little bit of kick drum in here. Usually I set that to Unity. I'll set the snare top to Unity as well. Toms, I will get up here a little bit. A little first mic. A little bit of room. There we go. So I've kind of got like a custom setup mix going across the Sessionwire connection to whoever I'm connected with. That's it. That's how we set up a headphone Q mix. If you were using Studio One to broadcast or to stream or to send headphone Q mixes to your local headphone amplifier, it's the same principle. Any channels that you want to send out, highlight them all, option click the plus sign, click add bus. I can label this HPQ1 and that'll show up here on all of these channels. So I will drag these all down to 0 and I'll set them all to pre-fader, and then I can build a headphone Q mix. And the output of that I can send out to a different physical output than what I'm using to listen to. So, you would go into your I/O here, create another output, and I would call this like, there we go, HPQ1 out, right? And we should have, because I'm using Sound ID reference, I'm not using my audio interface as my output. So I could create that, and I would set this output of this HPQ1 to HPQ1 out. And that would be set to like outputs 3 and 4 or 5 and 6 of my audio interface. Hopefully this all makes sense. when you start to bring audio in to Studio One from the remote side of the call, because we're set up with this headphone Q mix system, we're not going to have any crossed wires in terms of receiving audio from the remote side and accidentally streaming it across to whoever I'm connected with. So let's check this out really quick. We're going to add track. We're going to add an audio track. It's going to be stereo. I'm going to insert the Sessionwire receive plugin on this track. And because I like colors, we're going to set that to Sessionwire orange, Sessionwire receive. And the output's going to be my main output because that's what I want to hear the incoming audio through. We'll just rearrange these guys a little bit. There we go. And if I have Dan stream some audio and I set my HQ audio destination to the Sessionwire receive plugin, we're going to see the signal show up here and I'm going to be able to hear it. I can mute it, unmute it, adjust the volume. Okay, so we've got that audio coming in here. I'm just going to slide these up here really quick. Let's say that, I'll put these back here. Sorry, making everybody dizzy here. Let's say that I wanted to record that incoming audio. I'm going to get my keyboard shortcuts in order here. Let's see. There we go. Zoom out. I'm going to go to the end of this timeline here so that we don't hear any of the drum audio that I've previously recorded. We'll squeeze these guys up into the top there. I'm going to create a new stereo audio track, and I'm going to call this Dan Smith Audio. So Dan is streaming me audio, and I want to record it. So currently, it's being streamed through this channel. So if Dan plays again, we see the signal there. I'm going to set the input of this Dan Smith audio track to the Sessionwire receive. So now, if I input arm this or record arm it, we're going to see the signal show up here as well. Coincidentally, it's also louder because it's being sent out my main outputs twice, essentially. So let's see here if we can. Yeah. So I'm going to mute this channel right here because I don't want to hear the audio twice. I just want to hear it once through this audio track right here. And if I slide this over here, I'm going to hit record in Studio One, and I'm going to get Dan to hit play. Now, you can't hear that audio yet because, what did I just do here? There we go. Interesting. Some new things in Studio One I'm not aware of. I don't know what this is all about. That's okay. So we have Dan Smith's audio here. It was recorded on this audio track right here. I don't want to see the takes here. That's okay. So I've got Dan Smith's audio. You can't hear it yet. If I wanted you to be able to hear that audio that was just recorded, again, I would have to create a send right here. And now if I hit play, you'll be able to hear that audio that was recorded. Here it comes. There we go. Ta-da. We're streaming audio from Sessionwire to the remote side of the call, and I'm recording the audio coming in. That's it. That's all of this demonstration was meant to be. It's, brief live streams every Wednesday, barring any absence on my part. Next week is going to be an exciting live stream, I think. I'm going to nail it down and send out an announcement on Monday. Keep your eyes out for that. 10:30 a.m. PST here on our Facebook channel, the Facebook users group, our YouTube channel. If you haven't yet, again, visit www.sessionwire.com. Check out our free creator plan. You can connect with somebody face-to-face, just like this with the talkback streams. And as soon as you want access to our HQ audio stream, upgrade to our Sessionwire artist plan. And if you have any questions at all, you can reach out to us at support@sessionwire.com. You can check out our knowledge base, support.sessionwire.com. Check out our videos, see what Sessionwire can do for you and your remote collaboration needs. In the meantime, my name is Brendan Lyons. I will see you next week, 10:30 a.m. PST. And it's going to be exciting. Keep an eye out for what that live stream will be about. See you next time.